It is Friday, January 27th. By this time next week, we should be in February if I'm counting right. Yes? Welcome to Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. I'm GHK Lall on the National Outlook. All right, we close off this week's National Outlook edition with record-breaking speed of oil sector forces Guyana to import stone. Increases award of quarry licenses. Yes, Kaieteur News putting out that article. We've got to import bricks, stone, in some form, hundreds of thousands of tons, I think, because our construction boom and our infrastructure boom has resulted in this state of affairs. Can you believe that? So on the one hand, we have all this business going on and all these public works projects, private sector projects, and developments, all glittering and glowing about where our Guyana is today. Our Guyana. It's a great thing. But there's this downside. And what we have warned about, I'm pretty sure that the publisher, I've heard him, Mr. Glenn Lall has spoken about this, the paper has carried coverage about this. We are going too fast. And when we go too fast, we risk tripping over our own feet. If we've got to import stone, that tells us a lot of things. One, we are going too fast, even as we consider that the government is awarding licenses to new people getting into the quarrying business, to the availability of stone for our constructions, our roads, our bridges, our buildings, or whatever. So that's the good part. But we are still short, and we have to go and bring this stone from the outside. And it ain't going to be cheap. My sisters and brothers, it's not going to be cheap. So here's this now. We hear about house lots being awarded, thousands here and a new development there and whatever else. Again, positive things. So a mortgage is taken out and a plan is crafted for the building and the yard and the fence and whatever. And stone. Stone is a major component of the structures that are going up for residences today. Concrete. The government is giving some cement. I think that's a wonderful thing. But here's my story. When stone is gone up, the budget is busted. The mortgage budget, money, is busted. Because it's not stone alone, it's most likely wood too, and pipings, and fixtures, and sand. I used to buy a sandstone a truckload of sand when I first came back here, and that was not 10 years ago, for $12,000. Then it went to 15. Then I understand you're talking now about single axle and double axle and 15 tons and how many other tons. And we're talking $25,000, $35,000, and $40,000 a truckload. And that was last week. What this week is going to be, we don't know. So, sand, stone, cement, wood, and so on and so forth. And where does that leave our proud owners of new house lots? They've got to build something, but it's not going to cost the same like before when that estimate was put on paper, when that mortgage was applied for. Because our building materials, we're talking now about construction inflation. We're talking about infrastructure inflation. Well, nobody's talking about that. We're talking about one side of the picture, about how infrastructure works, preparing for the 21st century, 22nd century. Wonderful. I will not say a bad word about that. But the price pressures there have resulted in an explosion where it's heading to the sky. And the ordinary Guyanese now dreaming of drawing closer to the finalizing of building this house actually started, have to deal with this. When we've got to import stone, we are going too fast. And we may not run out of gas, but we could end up stranded. Some of us are going to end up stranded. The government will just keep running. And it may be stone today. What is it going to be tomorrow? What is it going to be tomorrow? I'm GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. It's been my pleasure sharing on the National Outlook with you this week. I hope you are enjoying these programs. And my prayer, my hope is that you do have a safe, healthy, and blessed weekend. Goodbye.